Previously on Jishogi.
I'm not likable to normal people, and I'm not insane enough to take as much punishment as you can. Did you just call me insane?
And now, back to needing therapy.
Hello, and welcome back to Jishogi. I'm Karma, and I will be your friend and host this evening. Last time we managed to get the indifferent, the neutral, and the best endings. Each of them was interesting in its own right, and in fact kind of fucked up when it came to the indifferent ending. This time I'm gonna try to get the rest, so let's get to it. Hey, future Karma here. Just a quick apology for the sound in this video. I assume it was a setting on my microphone, but I think I've taken care of it now, so it's not gonna happen again. I just hope it's not too frustrating to listen to it. Okay, now back to the video. The thing is that we need two essences of love to get one of the endings from what I can tell, but I don't know where to get it. Peace offering, essence of vengeance, terrifying visage, essence of guilt, and binding manacles. Okay. I don't know what we would do with an essence of guilt. I think we're gonna be able to get the dark love ending if we get to the terrifying visage and also the binding manacles. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and essence of vengeance. I'm not sure what we can do with this, but let's go ahead and get that as well. Alright. This time, I don't think we've changed the Fifield sexuality. Yo, girl. Bitch, please don't interrupt me. I'm trying to keep us from blending together. Talk to me, bitch. Yes, I'm here to end things. I will end you. It looks like you didn't mess with anything. Why? I doubt it really matters what we respond to this. Because, I mean, we're gonna fuck our relationship up anyway. Let's go with I just want to make peace. Alright, what do you think at Bullet School? Sadism. Really? I have nothing to say. I really don't know how we made it this far. You're a real idiot. I mean, I do enjoy teasing you a little sometimes, but the stuff that went on at school was all just... No. I guess I can't get that mad at you for not understanding. I know I'm a bitch. Oh, I didn't actually expect this reaction from her. I thought she'd be pretty pissed about it. But still, this is the end of this. Let's just talk about something else. Alright. Demand the camera. In any case, I'm holding on to it. No, you're not. Demand the camera again. You're serious? Mayu. Don't kid around. Are you really going to threaten me for it? Yep. Really? This is stupid, Mayu. Use essence of terror. This is... Oh, for goodness sake. Fine, just take it. I wonder what the essence of terror does. Received item, the camera. What's even the matter with you? Why do you even care? Do you want to sell it? Or is it blackmail? Even with all your cleverness, you're playing with fire, Mayu. If you seriously try it, you'll see how things go. I'll just take it back from you. This really doesn't even matter. So take it. For whatever it's worth, it's yours. It seems like your actions have shaken her. You won't be able to make peace anymore. No shit. But for now. Yes. That look in your eye, this is the same as last time. You're not really... She do be meaning it though. Are you stupid? I'm still in charge here. Use the shackle. This aura... I can't feel this awful energy. Oh no, you don't even know what you're doing, but you managed to somehow get these fucking shackles. Fifield is bound by your desire, so it looks like she doesn't know how to fight back against this, or won't. Now you just have to do the deed, okay? Yeah, this time around we have the camera. Oh. She turned away from us. Oh, Jesus. We got an achievement and desire. Get to that ending, Jesus. Is it just gonna be evil Mayo's face the entire time? That's terrifying. Okay. Yeah, so from what I understand, the images that they use at the ending, they aren't by chance. They're actually related to the ending itself. Like, for example, here it's showing us, oh, she acted this way because she was treating us like shit. Or maybe I'm completely incorrect and I'm imagining things. And you, for being an absolute asshole. You know, I actually wonder if she still turns away from us in this same ending if we change her sexuality, if that's even possible. Well, here we are again. Oh my god, this is ridiculously dark. Oh my fucking... I'm not built for this. Yup. Why, Mayo? Why? Well, get it over with. What the hell? What the actual fuck? Bye. Wait. What? What? How do you feel about all this? How do you think she feels, bitch? What kind of question is this? Sorry. Is that a joke? Mayu, I'm only doing this because of the blackmail. If you leaked that recording, it would make trouble for me. Quite a lot of it. Yeah, but wasn't she saying that even if she did leak it, it wouldn't really matter for her? I guess she might just be bluffing the entire time, but you know. There would be some point to it because she's a witch. And also young. Would it though? Do you think I would be here if it didn't? Fifi, don't call her that, jeez. Don't call me that exactly. Look, you know what I'm asking here. Okay, I could get it back or destroy it. Maybe kill you while I'm at it. Happy? Then let's... No, Mayo, I'm done with this. I was going to bring it up soon anyway. Why? Because it's almost over. Finals are starting soon and I'm going to a magical college. I need to focus. I think I've more or less repaid my debt to you at this point. I've done horrible things to you. You've done horrible things to me. It's about even now, don't you think? Well, is that really all this was? All this was? Mayu, this was just a few months of you forcing yourself onto me. My God, I can't imagine that you would only do it out of guilt. Of course you can't. You've never apologized for anything in your life. Anyway, like I said, this is over. What, not going to try to stop me? You'll just kill me or take the camera back if I do, right? Yes, that's right. And who would blame her, to be honest? Oh, stop that. Just stop it. You look like you actually regret it. God, what an idiot you are. If you really felt that way about me, then why didn't you try to understand? I was angry. Well, I can't blame you for that, but it's too late now, isn't it? Is it? Yes. Oh my god. Why? Why? Goodbye, Mayu. Goodbye. Okay, I mean, so essentially, Maya's like, oh, you wouldn't be doing this if you didn't want us to be together. And she's like, no, but I'm going away to a magical college, so get the fuck away from me. I wonder what the other endings entail. Well, you win some, you lose some. You want something from this? Are you sure? Seriously? Oh, come on. Look, we won. We beat a witch. So what if you failed the bonus stage? Bitch. I love her. You... The wardrobe, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Plenty of fish in the sea. Plenty of work to be done. We're not even out of high school yet. There'll be more. I like how in the other endings she's like, oh no, it would never happen. And in this ending she's like, okay, well, we got what we wanted, so now there's plenty of fish in the sea. Fucking psycho. And hey, school's been going great lately. No bullies, no nothing. I still need to decide on a career though. Yeah. Not many careers that will let us wear a suit. Be serious. How about a lawyer? Or well, nope. Honestly, that's all I got. Well, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Yeah? Alright, whatever. Feeling better? Not really. But I've gotten through worse things than this. You have gotten through worse than... That's the spirit. All's well that ends well. Did it end well? No, come on. We gotta go study. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of ellipses in this game. Unnecessary ellipses, I would say. Oof, okay. Oh, this wasn't... Oh, my bad. Yes, this was Desire. Okay. So now we have Dark Love. But to get to that, we need to have two essences of love, and I don't know how to get that. Also, the most insane kind of revenge possible. Alright, so I let it back up to when Fifield is asking us to speak for ourselves. Damn it all! Damn it! What's the point of all this defense when I already know? It's too late now. Look who's back. So, you've come. Your little figments here put up a good fight, but all they can really do is delay me. You should be grateful that they're even strong enough for that. This is already over. We beat your trials. We can do anything. Silence! Nothing is over. Even with all of you here, you can't stop me from doing this. Fifield, please. Even though we never meant... Shut up! Mayu, speak for yourself already. Are you going to give this up yet? Once I destroy this trial, I'm going in here and neutering you for good. Maybe it will help you calm down a bit. Even if you fight or try to change me in return, I can at least manage this much. Do you understand? From here on out, it's mutually assured destruction. We can still turn back, you know. Stop that. Say something. I don't care if you change this. That's... you... Yeah, what a foolish bluff, surely. Actually, I mean, I don't really want you to do anything too bad, but if it helped fix things. Huh? Do you really expect me to believe that? That you'd really just... I mean, I know that you're a weirdly practical person, but... Oh, forget it. Just forget it. It probably is a bluff. But I can't really destroy this thing myself anyway. And somehow, even after all this, you still managed to surprise me. I'm just going to leave. I can't really do much. I will warn you though. If you try to break anything, I'll have to stop you. Changing things is one thing, but breaking our minds is another. Things are starting to get a little unstable already, but I know that you won't listen. Whatever. I don't really care anymore. It's just... Wow, we really did it. It looks like she's given up. I can't believe it.
Yeah, me neither. You were bluffing, right? No?
Really? I know it's tough, but...
It doesn't really matter anyway. She must be in a tricky spot.
Yes, according to those knowledge logs we picked up, and piecing it all together, she either didn't learn all the spells she needed, never practiced, or figured out how to do trials well.
I think this is the exact same thing that Evil Maya was saying. We're a genius. And I don't think it's that surprising. Of course little Miss Magic Prodigy wouldn't bother with such crude methods.
I don't know. She's not exactly dumb either. It probably has something to do with emotions or holding back.
Yeah, we've really got her beat there.
It's not really a good thing, you know.
So what now?
Well, while we're here...
Ugh, really? Do you really want to change this about us?
It's a good thing. I mean, there's no reason not to. We'll still be the same person, mostly.
Uh-huh.
And it will make things a lot simpler. And it could help resolve things peacefully.
Well, you're the boss. To be honest, it doesn't sit well with me. But I don't really care that much about this. As long as you give that little witch her comeuppance.
Do we have to, really? Come on now. You saw her memories, right? Why she did all this?
It's not exactly a great justification.
But she missed us. She wants to be together again. In fact, if it wasn't for you and the whole stabbing thing...
Oh no, don't even start. If it weren't for me, we would still be getting our ass beat on the daily. Maybe even worse.
Yes, but if you just waited until she came back, she definitely would have helped us. Could have turned him into a rat or something.
And how was I supposed to know when she would come back exactly?
She promised.
We were 12. Kids promise stupid stuff all the time. Enough of this. Seems like it will speak to you. Oh. So now we can enter. What the hell? Is this a church? Chapel? Whatever the fuck? Okay.
So, It's you.
Yes?
Well, why are you here? What are you hoping to get out of this?
Why did you do this?
Why did I do what? You mean, why did we do this?
If you're so curious, why don't you go and figure it out yourself? Our mind is an open book now.
But as for me, I was always opposed to this. Even simply speaking to you would have been a preferable alternative. I knew that this absurd situation was a possibility. I'm really not happy about having you run rampant like this. But there's little I can do. I've given up. If we fought each other, it would potentially disrupt what we're doing. And this spell needs to end as soon as possible. So quit wasting your time. Just do what you want to do. You win. Just hurry all of this up.
What's your problem?
What's my problem with you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with you turning into a total demon. You couldn't control yourself. Goodness. You could have just waited until I came back. We did promise. You could have just asked us for help with him back then, even. Why didn't you?
Oh, it was only starting up around the time we left.
I see. Well, still.
Back then, we really thought you were a kind person, you know. You were the only one that ever approached us. That meant a lot to us at one point. And now, look at you. Look at everything. You're just insane. A cunning, calculating beast. No fear of what you should be afraid of. That's why you were kind to us, or so we thought. I'm not even going to comment on what we recently found out about you. I don't want to make our emotional state even worse. But if you want to know what my problem is with you, now you know. Coming here, I was shocked to see that you're not a psychopath. You don't have the thought forms for it. I really have no idea what's wrong with you, honestly.
Why did you fail?
Do you mean to insult me? Well, none of this is my fault. If you want me to admit that we were woefully unprepared for this, then of course we are. That's why I didn't want to do it. Hardly any spells known, little experience with trials, little experience in general. This whole debacle is basically the equivalent of a medical student performing an invasive surgery. Of course we read the books 1,000 times. But it's really no substitute for proper schooling, not even close. If there was anything that I could say in our defense, it's that we nearly did get away with it. If it hadn't been for that, we would both be back in the real world right now, completely fine. But of course, there was a high risk of something like this, some secret that would emotionally destabilize us. I knew that. She knew that. But again, here we are. What else is there to really say? It was a foolish idea, but she wanted to do it. I imagine your stabbing adventure was much the same. Plotting it out made us feel better, gave us something to hold on to. And in a lot of ways, she didn't even care about the risks because of her misplaced guilt. That's all I'm going to say. Figure the rest out yourself.
All right, I think that's all that's really different if we go this route. At least now we have that. Whoa, no. Shit. I saved over the... Fuck my life, no. No, this isn't happening, no. There should be like a memory that we didn't go through. That we didn't see before. Early childhood. Haven't we watched all of these? It's a memory of elementary school. It's fused to the North friendship. Relive this? Yes. Alright, let's see what this is about.
Hey, Fifi. Yeah? Is it true that witches can curse people? Huh? Of course it's true. I've never seen you do it though.
Didn't we see this again?
Of course I haven't. Cursing is really serious. It can backfire and stuff, so I'm not supposed to do it.
I think we've seen this before, because...
Oh, but I thought everyone was afraid of you because of curses. Well, that's just because they're dumb. I would never curse anyone. Sounds like that's just because of the backfiring though. Well, yeah, if it wasn't for that, then I definitely cursed a lot of them.
I could have sworn we've seen this before. Did we see it in Fifield's mind, perhaps? I don't know.
Hey. Well...
Yeah, maybe we did see it, but only up until that point. I'm not sure, but anyway.
Well, we're going to middle school soon, right? Yeah? What's the matter? Well, I have to go to an all-magic school. Why? It's my stupid mom. She says I need it. I'm really sorry, Mayu-chan. Mayu-chan? Oh, it's not your fault, Fifi. I'm sorry. I know, but
Just ask for her help before it's too late.
You can't. She clearly has enough to worry about, and I'm sure it won't go on for long.
Interesting. So it actually... It's interesting that I read things in this order, because we just witnessed Fifield's other personality, or whatever it is, asking us why we didn't ask for her help back then. And we were like, oh yes, it's because it wasn't going on back then. But now we're actually seeing that it's a lie.
But Mother says I can come back during high school.
Oh, really?
Yes. I promise, okay? I promise. But maybe before then, we can do something about this. Like what? I can't go against my mother. Are you sure? If you threw a tantrum or stopped eating or something.
Wow. Maya was like this since then, I guess.
Mayu-chan, that's crazy. And she's a witch. She can't go into my mind. It's just I can't... Oh, I'm sorry.
Receive the essence of love. Okay, that's what has been missing this entire time. So now, in theory, we should be able to change how Fifield feels about us. There's a strange device here. It seems to control romantic attractions to others. Theoretically speaking, you could probably use this to force Fifield to fall in love with you. There are no issues with your resolve. The idea is too tempting to ignore. However, it seems like this could be fairly dangerous. You can probably avoid doing anything that will harm the mindscape, but you'll have to push very, very hard to get this to work. It's bound to break something or other. Field's orientation will need to be adjusted at first, but you've already taken care of that. Next, you'll need 1 essence of vengeance and 2 essences of love. And you have everything. Really do this? Yes. Oh. Whoa. Even the narrator is surprised.
Seems like you've succeeded. You're not entirely sure what the side effects will be, but they probably won't take effect immediately. You decide to leave. Strange device here. You're already finished with this. You decide to leave. And now we should be able to get the dark love ending.
So, here we are. I felt it earlier. What did you do?
Yeah, this is very different.
I mean, I can't... That was a big loss of instability. Didn't I tell you not to break anything? I was so worried about you. If things go wrong, you... Wait, you? Why would I worry about you so... This... Oh, I see. I see it all now. I knew it. I knew this could happen. You bitch.
Okay. She's literally going against herself right now.
God damn it. This really is something. I can resist it, but it's making me not want to resist it. You really are a piece of work, Mayu. I know I deserve it, but I feel like I should say something before I lose control. Even without this, I would have loved you.
No. No, you wouldn't have. Oh my god, this is freaking me out. It's really making me feel so horrible.
Well, I suppose this is it then, isn't it? This is, well, it's rather intense, I must say.
I wonder what she was really going to say. Probably I would have still been your friend. Sad.
I know that it's because of the spell, but I don't even care anymore. This feels wonderful. Thank you, Mai.
Oh no, no! Bro, what the hell? No! Somehow this makes me feel even more horrible than the last endings we got. What the fuck? Oh my, no, just no.
Forget everything I said earlier.
No, no.
Let's just leave. Let's not have any more trouble.
Fuck this shit.
You'll stay by my side, won't you? Won't you? You did all this to punish me. You were right, I deserve this. Even if I'm basically your slave forever.
Jesus, no, 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 no. Just no to everything. No to the existence of Mayu. How about that, huh?
I'm happy.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, no.
I know it's wrong, but it just feels so good right now, so who cares? You will be with me, right?
Oh my, what the fuck? You can do this to her and then say no? What the fuck? Why? Let's go with yes first. Yeah, of course. I don't think I can handle it. I don't think my little heart can handle it. I'm yours forever and ever and ever. Fuck this shit, honestly.
Maybe I'll even try to make us immortal. It's theoretically possible, Wouldn't it be nice? Forever and ever?
I don't even think that this is what Maya wanted.
Until the earth itself dies.
Okay. So it is permanent, I guess.
And if you ever left...
Well, no!
Well, Maya-chan, you fully understand the score, don't you?
Fuck this shit. Fuck this game.
I'm brainwashed, I know that. And I don't care. I can accept it just fine. But I can't accept you leaving me. I would literally rather die.
Yep.
Do you get it now? We're both all in on this. There's no going back. If you displease me, betray me, I'll melt your arms and legs into stumps and keep you all to myself. There's nothing you can do to escape me.
Okay, so I guess this is a bad ending for both of them, really.
Now, of course, being the sweet girl that I am, I'd prefer it if we were both happy. But being with an unhappy Mayo is still much better for me than no Mayo at all now. Understand?
Just like, uh-oh. I'm fine with this.
Are you? Well, that's good. I'm happy with it too. So come then. Shall we go?
How does this feel more horrible than the other endings? After a brief moment, it all starts to come apart at the seams. Seems like there's nothing left for you to discuss. This is the end. Yeah, what would there be? The two of you join hands, regardless of how you got here. There's no need for any more conflict. Not anymore. Not after what you've done. The spell begins to break apart, peacefully with no tears or snubs. It was all too real. It's all over. This is what you wanted.
You wanted this, right?
Get the forced love ending. And of course, evil Mayu. Is this what you want, evil Mayu? I don't think it is. I am going to go back and see what the other responses lead to.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. We could check out the arcade.
Boo. Can't we do something more romantic?
My fucking god. Well... oh boy. Honestly, this will end when one of you is dead, so... Get to stabbing. It would be very in character, wouldn't it?
Hey. Oh, hey you lot.
Fifield? You, we do be kinda worried sick about you, girl. What the fuck happened? What happened? She's been acting weird lately. Oof. Oh, this is the first time we're seeing it, actually.
What, can't you see I'm busy?
What? With Otonashi?
Yes, with her. Now piss off before I turn the lot of you into toads.
She really likes that threat, doesn't she? What the hell? What's wrong with her? Shit. Oh my. Someone's pissed.
God, I really should just exterminate them.
No. That's going a bit far.
But they bullied you.
You bullied me as well.
Don't you want to destroy them? We could take an arm off them, or a hand, or a few fingers at least.
Yes, death and destruction to everyone who opposes Mayu. Who opposes Mayu-chan. It's too much trouble.
It really isn't. I won't suffer any consequences. I just...
You wouldn't? Really?
When I think of them hurting you, why are you like this?
You hurt me, remember?
That's different. I'm serving my sentence. I'll do anything for you, so please.
Mwah, smooch. Let's just go, okay?
Okay.
I wonder how her mom reacts to this, like genuinely. I would really have loved a scene with her and her mother after this. She's, well, a bit of a handful now, huh? You wanted this. I didn't think it would be quite this intense, although it's still been completely worth it. Has it been?
Is it?
Yes, it is. We just have to keep her on a short leash.
Right. But it's not that easy to control her. She could easily go berserk and do something horrible. What happens if you can't calm her down in time?
That's a low chance. And besides, once we're out of high school, things will probably get a lot easier. No, they won't.
Easier? Of course, and none of this bothers you.
You know it doesn't.
Right, you got your revenge. When did you get her to melt the bullies down into slurry while you're at it?
Just shut up. We already won, and I don't want to make her do anything that could draw more attention to us.
No, you're afraid. You're afraid that if you let her do things like that, her mind will slip further.
What does it matter? Can you just shut up? Things are so much better than before. It's unreal.
Just because you can have your way with her?
Yes, and because we love each other and have our best friend back and everybody else leaves us alone.
She's not the same. Things would have been better if you just won her heart with the proper way.
You think it was possible? You wanted us to make ourselves straight.
That's beside the point. You went too far.
No, we have her. It had a 100% chance to work. Anything else was a big gamble. Well, it looks like things are shaping up well.
How? Bitch, how? What are we even going to do after this?
I don't know. Leave with her, maybe study something nice at college. The world's our oyster, now you know. We could conquer the world. And besides, our career doesn't really matter. She can make loads of money. We'll never have to work a day in our lives.
Sure, but she can't be an onironat anymore. Her mind is too unstable.
That's fine. Even the lowest paid witch is still raking in 6 figures. Damn. We'll just get her to study something nice and easy.
And you don't feel bad about completely messing up her career?
Feeling bad about stupid things is your job. She's perfectly happy with all this.
Sure, but nobody else is.
I'm okay with it.
Of course, but what about her mother?
What about her? She hates her guts, but she can't do anything to us. If she does, Fifi will either kill her or lose her mind, and she knows that.
Still, you should never piss off a witch.
That's exactly why she can't harm us. Fifi will get mad.
But...
Look, when will you shut up about all this? It's not like we can go back. Well...
I just... How do you feel about all this? Mayu?
I'm fine with it. It's not ideal, but the worries have all been more than worth it.
I see. So that's it then?
Yes, that's it. And what if one day she falls out of love with her? Fifield can't. That's gonna go very well for the both of them. I'm happy. She's happy. Nothing matters more than that. It was a necessary sacrifice. Just shh. You'll be with me, right? Okay, let's see what happens when we respond with a no. I'm afraid.
No. That's a funny joke.
Mayu-chan, I don't think you fully understand the situation.
I'm brainwashed. I know that, and I don't care. I can accept it just fine. But I can't accept you leaving me. I would literally rather die. Do you get it now? We're both all in on this. There's no going back. If you displease me, betray me,
I'll melt your arms and legs into stumps and keep you all to myself. There's nothing you can do to escape me. Now, of course, being the sweet girl that I am, I'd prefer it if we were both happy. But being with an unhappy Mayu is still much better for me than no Mayu at all now. Understand? Oh, okay. Interesting, there's different options. Makes sense. Yes, we're perfect for each other, don't you think? We can be together forever and ever till death do us apart. I really don't mind anymore. I have no regrets. And for your sake, I hope that you don't either. Well, shall we go then? Partner? Interesting, it actually does yield a different response that also gives you more choices. I prefer it if we were both happy, but being with an unhappy Mayu is still much better for me than no Mayu at all. Understand? Okay, let's respond with, uh-oh. Yeah, what a fool you are. But you're my fool now. Are you really displeased? No, don't answer. This is just how it is. Now, shall we go? Okay, so not much difference in dialogue. So I think now we only have the bad end left. Alright, so we've changed Fifield's sexuality and how she feels towards us. And now let's try to go change our own sexuality. I wonder how this is gonna go. I mean, I guess we're both gonna go insane, but I wonder if our minds are gonna blend or something. Alright, you examine the device. It seems to control your sexual orientation. Examining it further, you think you understand what you can do here. You can copy your sexuality to use in Fifield or try to... Okay, let's try to change it. You think about trying to change it. You could. It would probably destroy her utterly, as risky as it is. This is insane, because I mean, I guess the canon of this is that the only reason Mayu is doing this is for revenge on Fifield. But honestly, it's not like she deserves all this. Should you choose to go through with it, you'll need a few things. The first of which is a template, something to copy from. The only way you could get this is from Fifield, which we've done, I guess, yes, which you've already done. The second thing you'll need are essences, specifically 3 essences of guilt. You're still lacking something, there's nothing you can do right now. Here we are, okay. 2 essences of fear, 3 essences of pain for an essence of guilt. All right, I think if we side with the good Mayu, we should be able to change her sexuality without changing Fifield's first. And that would probably change our inner dialogue then. But I don't know if it's worth doing it. Specifically 3 essences of guilt. It looks like you have everything you need. Are you sure you want to do this? A decision this big is going to have consequences. Do it. You've made your decision. You might as well do this. You concentrate. Oh God, this is insane. It's done. That was simpler than expected. You don't feel very different right now. But the changes will take effect eventually. It seems like you're done here for now. I wonder if this is enough to get the bad end. Fifield attraction large. Even though you've changed yourself, it will probably take some time for this to update. Interesting. I like how they included this in the game. Very nice. Okay, for some reason we have enough to craft for an essence of vengeance. I'm gonna craft it. I don't know if we're even gonna use it. I don't know what we would use it for, but it might be useful. This is gonna be fucked up. Hello, Fifield. I know it's wrong, but it just feels so good right now, so who cares? You will be with me, right? Shit. Oh my God, that ain't happening. That's not happening. Huh? You did what now? No, 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 no. Why? Why? You idiot! I love you! How could you? No, I can't. Why? Why? And they lived happily ever after. 100% completion. Get the ultimate revenge ending. Interesting, this time around we don't have music playing in the ending. This is very eerie. I like how this is the first thing that I wanted to try, but it's the last ending I got. Great, all the good memories. We lived a happy life. What is your name? Oro Nashi. What is your name? Ma Fi. But Doctor, this is an exceptionally bad case, yes. There's nothing that can be done, is there? Well, frankly, the best thing for both of them would be euthanasia. Jesus! But that's just between you and me. Ultimately, it's down to the parents. Okay, is it that bad that it's better to euthanize them? God. There is no God. God abandoned us a long time ago. Oh, is this the mother? Fifield? Fifield, do you remember? It's me. Mom? No, no. This is... How could this happen? My own daughter. You knew. I forbade you. Your fault. Kia! This is odd. No. I mean, at this point, it's like the one thinks that they're the other, so if they could just swap bodies, if you know what. I know it doesn't work like that, but okay. So it ends like that, huh? Nothing more, nothing less. Oof. Dev room. Welcome to the dev room. If you're reading this, you either got 100% completion or are data mining. Either way, I guess you're a real fan. I'm Prism, the lead dev of the game, or the creator. Basically, I did pretty much everything except the art, which I commissioned from other people. So I'm not quite a one-man army, but pretty close. I've always really liked it when games have dev rooms like this, so here this is. I'm not sure how much other people like this sort of thing, though. And before we get started, I'd like to thank you for making it this far. It really means a lot to me. I know that the game isn't the longest and has a bunch of small problems here and there, but well, thank you. Isn't the longest. Took me, I don't know which episode, this is like episode number 7. Took me 7 episodes to get through. It's not long in terms of story, but it is long if you account for the puzzles. In any case, Jishogi is the second game that I've made. The first one is Black Lily's Eternal Summer is, well, I don't know. It only came out a year and a bit ago and I'm already embarrassed about it. That only means that you've grown as a person. As you can probably tell from a brief look at the game, I'm the do-it-yourself type. No shit. Everything was done by Prism, as I said in another video. You could also probably tell why I decided to give up on drawing my game art myself. Yes, Actually, I can relate to this quite a bit. I reckon that I'm quite decent enough at most other things, but art is just bleh. Not only am I terrible, but I'm really slow at it as well. So one of the many lessons that I took to heart was to give up on that and just try to get some good art. No shame in it. Not at all. Although, even just getting good art is easier said than done. Yeah, ain't that true. The other big takeaway was, well, I wanted to make a shorter game, as pathetic as it is. Bless was around 10 hours long and took over 2 years. I really didn't want a repeat of that. So I looked over my book of game ideas and remembered something that seemed pretty fun. It's hard to believe, but the original idea for Jishogi was a wacky parody game. It was sort of meant to be a weird meta joke about the massive number of Yume Nikki fun games and small RPG horror games floating around. Yume Nikki. I've never heard of this game before, I'm pretty sure. But it looks a bit like Ib, I guess. Anyway. It was going to be this big joke, where an evil witch would try to dig into the past of this creepy-looking girl to torment her, only to find out that she was a pure cinnamon roll and get really frustrated by it. Stuff like her most darkest and painful memories being getting the wrong Pokemon game for Christmas, and dumb stuff like that. It was a comedy game. One gag I had was the scissors. You would think that the main character cut herself or something like that because of all the scissors all over the place. But then, well, it would end up being a gag about her sexuality. Yep. I'm sure that all of this sounds either horrible or amazing to most people. For me, the more I thought about the idea, the darker it started to get. I started to realize that horrible witch tormenting and mind-raping the main character and fluffy comedic parody game didn't really mesh all that well. I mean, maybe it sounds good to some people, but I started to dislike it. As I worked on the scenario more of the silly stuff got chipped away. In the end, the only thing that really remained was the core premise and the reveal of the main character being gay. I don't know why, but that's funny to me. I don't know, it's just so funny that that's what the only thing that remained apart from the, the basic premise of the story. The scissor thing also stayed, but as you can probably tell, it got changed into a symbol of vengeance and self-defense rather than, Yes. And yet, my girlfriend thought that the scissors were about her being gay. So I guess even the original meaning kind of stuck around. Of course, people could still read it as a sex thing. Oh, here we go, yes. That's fine, it's not really intentional anymore, but whatever. The point is that Jishogi started pretty weird. But I'm really happy with how it all turned out, at least in terms of plot. The whole shogi and chess thing kind of ended up there because of some of the gameplay ideas I threw around. I kind of wish that I'd been able to integrate it into the plot a little more, but it's still there, and I think it's good enough. I did realize, though, that a lot of people would be turned off the game because of it. Even if I put, "You don't need to know how to play shogi chess to play this game" in huge block letters on the Steam page, well, people tend to be pretty silly when it comes to preconceived notions of things. There's no getting around it. But I'm pretty proud of the puzzle game. It's not perfect, but to my knowledge, it's very original. I didn't want to change or get rid of it. The other issue with the game, though, is, well, the art. It's not bad or anything, but there are a large amount of art styles, and I wasn't able to get the top-level quality I originally wanted. As to why, well, it's hard to explain. I mean, you have money and find artists, right? What could possibly go wrong? As it turns out, a lot. For starters, people who specialize in anime pixel art are quite rare in the English-speaking world. It's a pretty uncommon combination, really. I put out some ads. I went and talked to people in places like ArtStation, and while I did get some responses, it wasn't really ideal. Most people didn't meet my standards, and the ones who did were expensive. I also didn't know it at the time, but most good freelance artists have lots of clients and commissions. Convincing them to drop everything to work for you might fail, or worse, scare them away if you're just some no-name guy with no clout. So you have a giant trade-off between cost, quality, and speed. I went for quality and to a lesser extent cost. Because of that, if I had got my best artist to do everything, this game would have taken like 3 years. So I had to use Fiverr a bunch, and yeah, you can kind of see how things unfolded. My pool of willing hires was very small, so that's just how it was. I do want to stress, though, that I don't blame any of my artists. They're just trying to make a living with all this, same as me. Can't blame them for not giving me special treatment. But that's the story of how the art ended up so mishmashed and inconsistent. It was either this or do it all myself, and that was not going to happen. So you can decide for yourself if I made some huge mistake or not. I mean, I did make some mistakes, and I think that in general with the art, I made the best of a bad situation. As for the general things that got screwed up, well, I mean, things in the arts don't, well, actually, they never go as planned. We just have to make do with oh shit, I skipped it. I had an artist lined up to do it, but I wanted to test out some other artists. It took a bit too long, and by the time I decided to go with the first one, they had vanished off the internet completely. So I ended up having to put out more ads. I eventually got someone even better, but it was so late into the project by that point that it made promoting the game pretty tough. Speaking of promoting the game, boy, it sucks. I honestly have no idea how well this game is going to sell and how it will do in general, but between a failed Kickstarter and having only 20 to 100 Twitter followers for most of my promotion time, I'm still pretty optimistic about things right now, but it just goes to show how tough it can be. I really feel like the biggest strength of this game is the writing, and it's really hard to show that off. I don't know, I guess time will tell. I messed up the music a little bit as well. That was another thing that got left a little bit too late. Composing is still pretty unpredictable for me. Sometimes you get a great song done in just a few days, and sometimes it takes weeks just for something that ends up being mediocre. Yeah. Even then, I probably should have started sooner. The original soundtrack is probably going to have to be a little rushed. It seems like I still have a lot to learn, but this game has gone a lot better than my previous one did. I have to say, in some parts, the music was very tiring, the fact that it was repetitive, whereas other songs I didn't mind that much. I think it was mostly in some puzzles because, you know, it takes a while to solve the puzzles in this game, the trials. And so at least if you have to listen to one song over and over again, it should be something enjoyable. But sometimes I found myself turning the music off in order to, you know, enjoy the game. But I do recognize all the effort that has gone into this game, and as a musician and in general artist myself, I completely understand those struggles, especially creating such a huge project alone. Honestly, kudos to you, and you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. This was an amazing game. I really liked it. It was kind of difficult at times, but as he said, I liked the writing, though, again, I sometimes found the writing a bit repetitive. Like you could have said the same thing with fewer lines, if that makes sense. I feel like sometimes the characters repeated themselves. But this is just my opinion, obviously, just my criticism of this game. And if it would make the developer feel any better if they did ever see this video, which they wouldn't, but if they did, I would say that the art is not really that obviously mishmashed. I mean, you can tell that some of the art is more high quality than others, but it wasn't as disorderly as you might think. I could easily believe that this art was done by the same artist. It seems like I still have a lot to learn, but this game has gone a lot better than my previous one did. I think that the next one will be great, but whatever game that ends up being is going to have to depend on the success of this one quite a bit. If Jishogi ends up flopping, well, I'm not sure what will come after that. I have a few ideas, but I think I'll have to give up on anime art games for a while. It's all so tiresome, but I wouldn't give it up for anything. I really enjoyed making this game. I wish I could have spent more time and money on it, but fate really hasn't been on my side so far. And I hope you enjoyed it too. I mean, you're here. You got everything, even the really weird endings. The really weird endings. You can say that. So I guess that you must have, and I really am grateful. I guess speaking of weird endings, oh boy, the modern political climate is probably going to be pretty harsh on this game. Yes, this has been on my mind throughout recording this Let's Play of this game. I was afraid to put some stuff in the videos because of it, honestly. But hey, at least it's memorable. I will never forget the trauma that this game has bestowed upon me, so thank you for that. It's all good. It's all good. I think that it would be pretty obvious to any sane person that I'm neither a homophobe nor a weird SJW zealot. I don't know what that means. Let me look it up. I am uncultured swine. Social justice warrior. Ah, yes, yes. But nobody's really sane anymore. Has anyone ever been sane throughout the history? I just love moral ambiguity in stories. I love things that nudge people into thinking about complex ethical issues and don't try to force them into any one conclusion. This is actually, I think this might be the thing that I liked the most about this game. I think I said it in either the previous video or the one before that I really like how this game allows you to look into the minds of both characters in such depth that you realize that really neither of them is right or wrong. They're just kind of in this gray area that we all exist in, but we refuse to accept. And I really, really like how it portrays this moral ambiguity, as the creator is saying here. If you get upset over the concept of something passing the ball to you instead of shoving your own opinions back down your own throat, you're neither tolerant nor a free thinker, no matter what you claim. Wait, I have to read this again. I don't understand. Am I stupid? Ah, yes, okay, I get it now. Agreed. And that's for the idea that having neutral points of view will somehow brainwash people into joining the wrong side. Well, now you're just genuinely afraid of people being allowed to think. You're insane. You know, I'm laughing because I know that there's people who are gonna read this and they're gonna be offended by it, and I just feel bad for Prism because they're clearly stating their opinion, you know, and they're not shying away from what they believe. But I do have to agree, at least to a certain extent. In the end, I think I did a good job of balancing things. All of the main characters present arguments for or against pretty much everything you can do, yes. Though by the end of the game, I still found Mayo kind of sociopathic because of her disregard for Fifield's emotions, essentially. But of course, there's also the better endings, which basically give you the chance to avoid that. So I think, yes, in general, you did do a good job with this. Maya understands that the actions she's considering, whatever they may be, aren't necessarily right. Ultimately, it's the player that decides which points she embraces and which she ignores. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. I guess if people see Mayo's figment as her good side and bad side, you could probably read things pretty badly. I don't want to spell out the truth, but go look up Freud on Wikipedia. So I assume instead of good and bad Maya, it's like the id and the ego, which is Maya herself, and then the superego, which is good Maya. But yes, I did read it as, oh, it's good Maya and bad Maya. And that's probably why I did consider Maya so fucked up. But it does give a different perspective into it if you think of bad Maya as her id. Not that Freud was correct about anything, but you know, it's the idea that counts. Maybe I should have been clearer about that in the game, but I don't know. It is what it is. Sometimes you have to have faith in the reader. And this reader didn't get it. In any case, I really enjoy thinking about these kinds of moral situations. That's the kind of fiction that I want to make. I do relate to that. I wrote a couple of scripts back in the day, And I did also focus on, morality and whatnot. It's a fascinating topic to think about, but it won't always go down well with people. That's all it really boils down to. I'll die on this hill if I have to. And ultimately, Fifield and Maya are kind of messed up people. They're interesting characters and they're perfect for each other, but they aren't really meant to represent a kind of average personal situation. But that's really enough of that. I don't want to end things on a sour note. So thank you again for playing and enjoying the game so much. It would really help if you spread the word. I think I'm going to need all the visibility I can get. I still have no idea how things will go at this stage. I can easily see it being a total flop or a smash hit. But that's all just part of game dev. No matter what happens, I'm going to keep going. And whatever the next step of my journey is, I hope to see you there too. Peace. Prism out. Okay, so that was an interesting node from the game dev. I think everything that Prism stands for becomes pretty obvious in the game itself. And it's just that this note reinforces and maybe even acknowledges what you might have thought during the game. So I don't think I'm really in the mood for going back into the game and playing through it after choosing Superego Mayu, just to see what it would be like if you change Mayu's sexuality, how it would affect the endings, because that would take a while, and honestly, this game took much longer than I expected it would. But anyway, if anyone is even watching this, thanks so much for watching, honestly, and I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next one. Have yourself a nice day.